This video, I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about for a while. Something that, if you take a minute and you conceptualize with your cognitive faculties, and really let it sit with you, your reality, or the reality you perceive, will open up to you and improve many times over. And it's the idea that it never was about you. So that phrase has been sticking with me for some time now, and with regards to the fact that a lot of times in life we get our perception becomes foggy, cloudy, distorted, misguided with regards to the suffering or the perceived suffering that we're confronted with, or which we find ourselves in the midst of. And we get caught up in our heads, and we get caught up in the illusory ego, and we start thinking, why is this happening to me? Or why do I have to go through this? Why is there always something that I have to go through? The separate and individual I that we perceive ourselves to be takes precedence over the collective that we're actually a part of. And we all indulge it to a certain degree. Many of us pass the point where we should, if at all, which is if at all, so a lot of times it's never about you. It never is about you, and to a certain degree it is, because the suffering that most, if not all, is comes out our own hand, but it has to do with you to the extent that you're meant to go through it in order that the person that you're supposed to become, or the consciousness level you're supposed to ascend through as you go through it, which is to facilitate the person you're to become for your purpose, or the infinite intelligence, what you're gonna call it, God, whatever you want to call it, plan for you in this reality that we seem to inhabit. So in that sense, it is about you, but on the larger, deeper sense, it's never about you. It's what you're supposed to do with that suffering to affect the lives and the realities of all the people around that you are to touch with the properly oriented mind. See, if you confront the suffering with the proper consciousness level, then you can extract from it all of the lessons, all of the changing of character, ascension of consciousness, all of these deep-seated aspects of the human condition. I know I'm kind of rambling in this. I didn't prepare this video, but and it's not going to be perfect. I might add on to it later on, and it is my hope that whoever watches this video can glean from it just some semblance of the wisdom that I have accumulated over the years through deep contemplation and philosophical exploration and the deep wisdom of others that I've absorbed. But I'm not the best orator. It's something that I'm trying to work on. But when you boil it down, the main thing that you need to take away from your suffering is that, one, it's all about perspective. It's all about perspective. And as far as it is in your power to stand back and take up an objective vantage point, then you will gain the true wisdom and the true lessons that are meant to be extracted from the suffering, the perceived suffering, because all is perception. Suffering is a blessing. Every perceived suffering is a blessing waiting for you to tilt it on its side and look at it from a different angle. So, and it's not about you. So don't get caught up in the indulgence of the ego, which is an illusion. There is no separate and individual ego. There's just the collective. As you go through life, you'll find that out more and more. You'll find that to be true more and more. But you have to seek these things out. They're all around you. You know, we live in this. We live in this reality, or what we perceive to be reality, that is a very thick veil around it. And much of what we interact with and much of what we deem to be the ultimate nature of reality is one big illusion. And so, when you come to a place of ultimate humility and gratitude, the universe and the infinite intelligence, which is not separate from you, which is a part of you and which is there for you to access whenever you want to access it, but you have to be in the proper state of mind. You have to be vibrating at the proper vibration, because all is vibration, all is frequency. You know, people talk about the law of attraction a lot, but the law of attraction is actually secondary to the law of vibration. And everything is vibrating at a certain frequency, and there are low vibrations and there are high vibrations, and your goal is to orient your mind at the highest of vibrations, so that the law of attraction will then manifest and reflect all of those vibrations back at you. And this has to do with success, this has to do with poverty, with wealth, with every aspect of this reality. So I know this video is going all over the place, and I'm gonna keep making videos like this. And if you can comment, you know, some of your struggles and some of your suffering, and if I could be of some help. There is no more meaningful life than a life of service to others. So leave your comments, leave your suggestions for things you want me to talk about. My greatest gifts are that of philosophy, psychology, and just a deep understanding and wisdom that I've been gifted with. And I'm not a person that is bragging or, you know, trying to elevate myself above others, but through these videos and conversations that I will make, they're exploratory just as much as they are. It is my desire to affect the lives of others in a positive way. So, also I'm sick right now, so I don't have much breath in my voice. I know it sounds very subdued, but just bear with me. Also, I was given that phrase, it never was about you, and I drew a logo that I'm going to try and make transfer from a pencil and a paper to the digital realm, but I don't really know how to do that. So if anyone could give me some tips on that, I'd appreciate that as well. And yeah, leave your comments, like, subscribe. I have another channel, which is my name, Ray Rivera, which shows some of my art and some of my music and some other stuff. So you can subscribe to that channel as well. But this channel is going to be different, and hopefully it resonates with a lot of people, because we live in a day and age where encountering somebody that knows how to think is a very rare commodity, and I can get into the reasons for that in a later video. But I just want to see a paradigm shift, which we are greatly in need of. And you know, all is cyclical, so these things take care of themselves. But so I'm gonna cut the video here, and just remember, it never was about you. Say that over and over. Use your affirmations. That's something else I'll cover. But just know, whatever you're going through, you will get through it. God will be with you. And seek out these things. Seek them out from a pure state of humility and a genuine desire to grow and to affect yourself and everybody that you encounter in the reality around you in a positive way. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one.